The reason I mentioned this image specifically is to highlight the whole idea of duality being paradoxical, in the sense that I'll make a reference, I'll make an emotional analogy. Let's say I am the source and you are the subject. If I place my hand on the subject's hand,
Okay.
if there's no empathy in my mind, right, there's a very high chance, invariably, induction is not induced. If there's empathy in my mind, then seduction can be induced from the source to the subject. So this postulates two ideas, that there are rigid distinctions between mind and body, and there are no rigid distinctions between mind and body. So what determines the dualistic experience between my mind and the body of the subject is a frame of reference. And I derive this frame of reference from physics by studying immutable deductive laws. And I wouldn't go into the specific paradoxes in physics because there's a lot of jargon and verbosity, but I'll use a reference in terms of, from my perspective, this is the left. From the audience perspective, this is the right.
Correct.
So is this left or right? It's not left, it's not right. It is left, it is right. It's a paradoxical scenario.
Yeah, it is many different things at once, mathematically speaking.
Right, so we call this a relativistic viewpoint deriving from a frame of reference. This paradoxical or contradictory derives from frame of reference. And it's sort of the same with kind of dualism where, well, maybe it's not dualism. Maybe there are no rigid distinctions, and there are, but they occur, they coexist simultaneously, and they work together in harmony. I mean, when you look at light and the wave particle duality, I mean, you have a positive and negative charge in electricity, and magnetism, you have force and repulsion. So you see this contradictory. Even Newton's third law of motion, which says that every force or action is contingent or conducive on an equal reactive force.
Right.
So you need this sort of kind of opposition.